Are you looking to scale your real estate business and you know you need a coach, yet you're intimidated by all the options out there? The sea of options for real estate coaches, it is endless, and it can be excruciatingly painful if you don't know what you're looking for. You know, depending on where you're starting this journey, that dictates the type of coach that you need to be mentored and trained and held accountable by. And so in this video, I'm going to dive deep into, what to look for in a real estate coach, because not all coaches are created equal. Make sure you stick around. I'm going to give you a free report at the end of this video that describes in detail the 6 stages of growth. We call it our real estate business growth navigator. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on. I don't know anyone that has been coached more than myself. Over the last, at this point, since 2007, I have spent over $1 million. I have to sort of lower my voice as I say that because my wife is in the house. Over $1 million, not kidding you, on a variety of different coaches: personal development, business coaching, tax and wealth, health coaching, spiritual mentorships, just any wealth coaching. I have a wealth coach right now. Any coaching or personal development you can think of, I've done it. And so I feel like I'm pretty well qualified to have a conversation with you about it. And so I mentioned earlier, based on where you are in your journey and what you want to achieve, that's where you need to start in terms of like what your coach can offer you. There's a few things I want to go over that will help you make sure you're making the right decision for the coach you want to align yourself with. And for Real Estate B-School, we can serve you at any level. So we have, 6 stages of growth, and we have the first 2 stages are our Business Foundations program. It's under 500,000. 500,000 to 1.5 million, that's our graduate program, and then 1.5 million plus is our boardroom mastermind. So I don't want you to think if this conversation is over your head that we can't serve you. And so when I think about business coaching, and specifically what Real Estate B-School does that might be a little different, and I'll generalize this a little bit, yet it's important for you to know that a lot of coaches are teaching things that they maybe didn't achieve themselves. And not that they're necessarily bad people or anything like that. The first thing though I would make sure is that you pick a coach that has done the thing you want to do. So if you want to be a business owner in the future in the real estate industry, residential real estate buyers and sellers, align yourself with somebody that has achieved that thing, that has built out processes and frameworks for you to be able to do that thing way easier than, like, for me, for example, we're on our 6th iteration of like tools and systems and kind of going through everything that we take our clients through to make their journey as painless as possible, for them to go from agent to like a team leader to business owner if they want to go in our boardroom mastermind. So make sure that the person you are aligning yourself with has done the thing and they built the overall system to allow you to do that same thing. So it's not personality based and it's only I can do it. Anyone can do it that comes into our system. That's number 1. Number 2 is make sure their coaches have done the thing that you're looking to do. So a similar concept, when I see some of these other big coaching programs, they take their clients that are new to being coached and all of a sudden they're coaches for them. And yeah, maybe they're selling 40 or 50 homes a year, and maybe you're selling 20 and you'd like to sell 40 or 50, but maybe you have a vision beyond selling 40 or 50. Maybe your vision is to go from 20 to 200. There are things you have to do at 20 to 40 transactions to foundationally set yourself up for the ability to scale beyond yourself. So, hey, if you want to sell 40 homes a year as a solo agent, work 7 days a week, work evenings when you have to, go on vacation and not be able to take any time off. I'm painting a bleak picture. That's the reality of a top producing agent. A lot of coaching organizations, they take top agents and they make them coaches. So like, oh man, you're selling 40 to 50 homes. Let me take the guy or girl selling 10 to 20 homes, and now I can sort of entice them to double, maybe triple their business, right? But if you don't put the right systems in place foundationally in those early stages, you can't scale beyond that 40 or 50. That's number 2. Number 3, I would say, is make sure that the organization you're aligning yourself with, they have already pre-built out the tools and systems that you'll have to install at different points of your business growth journey. Good example of this is the buyer consultation process, or the listing consultation process, or the lead management and follow-up text and email sequences, and all your scripts, right? Listing marketing pillars and collateral, all the buyer marketing stuff that we do, database marketing, client care. You know, how do we get 40% of our clients before they reach the closing table to give us a high quality referral? It's in the scripts and dialogues we used in our client care process. Our client servicing, our showing agent system, right? All of those things are tools and systems that need to be built out ahead of time. Tracking, becoming the CFO of your business, planning, you know, knowing your numbers, growing your team, all of the ads you need to run, the interview questions that you'll need to have, the onboarding process for new agents and administrators. All of those tools and systems are part of the journey that you have to be on in order to achieve at a different level in your business. Again, I'm not necessarily positioning Real Estate Business School as the end-all be-all of coaches. What I will say is this: if you want to build a business, like a real business is one where the owner doesn't have to show up every day, or at least the owner isn't like entrenched in every little bit of everything that happens, regardless of where you're starting from. If you have the vision to build this thing out that way, Real Estate Business School is for you, based on those 3 reasons that I just mentioned. I think of a client of ours who's been in our world for just about 4 years now, Dan Jones. He actually was an agent on my team when he first got started in the business. He moved to Charlotte to be closer to his mom as she was passing on from her earthly days. And he started out in inside sales for about 18 months, and then he spent a couple of years as an outside agent. And he was a top producing agent on my team. I knew he had this entrepreneurial spirit in him. And in fact, he did, and he went on his own. And for 2 years, he was an agent, solo agent with an administrator. And for 2 years, he did 60 to 65 transactions. And for 2 years, he worked 7 days a week. And for 2 years, he worked every evening. And for 2 years, his relationship with Nadia, his spouse, struggled. I started Real Estate B School. It took him a little bit of convincing. I'm like, dude, I don't care if we're in the same market. Let me help you, or at least show you. You've seen it from the inside. It's not translating right now. You don't have the freedom. You haven't built out the systems the right way. Let me show you how to do it. So he agreed to work with me, even though we're in the same market. And he went from 65 transactions to 105. The only thing I made him do is cut out 3 of his 4 paid lead sources. So he had 4 paid lead sources selling 65 homes. He cut 3, he went to 105. If you didn't hear me say that, he actually cut out a whole bunch of leads and expenses, and he almost doubled his business. The only thing we did differently to go from 105 to 165 that next year is add back 1 of those paid lead sources. So we had database, yard marketing, and 2 paid home search lead sources, Realtor.com, and I forget which other one he was using. He got out of production in terms of working with buyers and sellers 2 months before his daughter Charlotte was born. I think she just turned 2. And he was able to take 2 months completely MIA, just checked out of his business, and the business actually grew while he was sort of taking paternity leave and just spending time with Nadia and his daughter Charlotte. And he only works 30 hours a week. He does half days on Thursdays, and he takes Fridays off. The benefit of working with Dan in those early days is that from the outset, I can help him set up every tool system, every tracking piece, every agent onboarding piece, right? I was able to set up everything exactly the right way. And so no matter where you are in your journey, the first step is just to grab the Real Estate Business Growth Navigator. Go to realestatebusinessgrowth.com, realestatebusinessgrowth.com. And basically I just lay out those 6 stages of growth and how you need to show up, what questions you need to ask yourself, the mindsets, the hours, the compensation, every part of that journey to make the journey easier for you. If you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Like buttons help us get the SEO, the search engine optimization, the Google juice as they call it. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn notifications on so you're the first to know about a new video when it hits. And I'll leave you with this parting thought. Like I said, there are tons of coaches out there. There are a lot of great coaches. Make sure you know the type of outcome you want. That is the thing I need to leave with you. If you're okay, you only want to be a solo agent, you're okay with the weird hours of real estate, working days maybe you don't want to, productivity coaching is totally fine. So make sure you align yourself with a good productivity coach. And there are big companies that do productivity coaching. If you know you want to have some leverage and have a little bit of time freedom, and maybe the money you make is independent of the hours you put in, align yourself with an organization like Real Estate B School that has the tools and systems, the training to get you further faster. We'll see you in the next video.